Hi, everyone. I'm Nicole. I'm a relationship and intimacy coach, and I help people create unique and rewarding partnerships that align with their values and fulfill their desires. And today I'm going to talk about a concept that's pretty close to my heart, and that is Mojo. I'm going to talk about what Mojo is, why it's important, and it fits that this is the first in a series of weekly videos that I'm going to do from now on, and that the topic is Mojo because I really had to summon my own to get me through this. Full disclosure, I'm totally outside my comfort zone. First of all, I feel awkward on camera. I'm a little bit social media shy. And of course, I've been feeling anxious about, what I wanted to say. So I've been grappling with a bit of insecurity while trying to put my thoughts together around the topic, and putting a lot of pressure on it. Like, oh my gosh, what if I sound stupid? What are people going to think? And then last night, my husband and I, we went on a date to a drive-in movie theater here in Austin, and we saw Stop Making Sense by the Talking Heads, which is a film they made back in 1983 of a performance from their tour right after the release of their fifth studio album. And if you've never seen it or you're not familiar with the Talking Heads, I highly recommend it. And what you'll see is the frontman, David Byrne, this like nerdy, kind of lanky guy in a ill-fitting beige suit, um, doing his thing. And I mean doing his thing with like a capital D, a capital H, and a capital T. This is a person that, if you passed by him in the grocery store, you might not stop and think to yourself, like, oh my gosh, that guy could totally be a rock star. But on stage, he's dripping with mojo. It's unquestionable. He's he's up there dancing with the joy of full expression and way too busy having fun with that to worry what anyone else might think about it. But I could be wrong about that. Maybe he's totally neurotic. If you listen to the lyrics, their songs are actually they're all about the anxieties of adult life, the wonderful stuff and the gruesome, and most of all, the mundane. And yeah, these are songs that are all about stumbling around, trying to make sense of it all, and wondering how the hell you suddenly became an adult with errands and bills to pay and what sometimes seems like too little time to spare for meaningful experience and reflection. And the music is strange and pioneering, and with that, they elevate this feeling of the daily grind of letting the days go by to this funky and relatable experience that captivates you with this irresistible invitation to dance. So yeah, they put it all out there, and they don't need to sell it because they totally own it. So here's what I learned from that. Mojo is living in the joy of full expression. You don't have to be perfect or impress anyone or try to appear as anything you're not. Mojo's not even the same thing about as self-confidence. Rather, it's a kind of authenticity. I can feel totally insecure about making this video. Like, I can even tell you I feel insecure, and maybe that might make me feel vulnerable, right? Well, vulnerability is when you express or expose yourself, and with that is the worry, how will the reaction that I get make me feel about myself in this moment? And if that's what you're thinking, it totally makes sense that you would feel the most vulnerable when sharing the things that are the most important to you, when sharing your feelings and the things that are at the very core of who you are. But when my goal is not to impress you or win your esteem, but to truly connect, then my relationship with my own vulnerability is completely different. Now it's my tool. I'm using it as a tool, as a barometer, as a divining rod for real connection, because that's the joy that I'm really looking for. And because I'm expressing myself with total and disarming authenticity, I'm more likely to find it. So, okay, I'm not suggesting that you go around sharing all of your insecurities with everyone around you and to see what sticks. It's reasonable to expect people to earn some of that from you. But I am saying that there's a natural charisma in just being yourself when you're not attached to the outcome of what other people think. And when you meet a stranger and you feel that click feels more like a sonic boom when that connection is sparked from your full expression. And then as you co create a relationship, when you show up as your whole self, you guarantee that there will be room in that relationship for who you really are. The word mojo comes from Hoodoo folk belief, and it refers to this like little pouch of magic totems that are thought to bring things like luck and fortune and love to the person who carries it. Your mojo is your own magic, and it's powered by the totems of your passions, your hobbies and interests, your humor, your talents, your fears, and everything that's unique about you. And it's not something that you can obtain or lose. It's something within you all the time that you can access anytime by transforming the way you think. People with mojo are looking at the world differently. They're not trying to fit in, they're open to connection, and they're having fun along the way. And that may seem like a subtle difference in language, but it's a huge difference in perspective. And perspective creates the reality that we experience. So, yeah, okay, that's actually all I have to say for now on the topic of mojo. Um, and I'm no David Byrne, but I am feeling pretty good right now. Yeah, this was nerve-wracking, but I'm building a business that's meant to serve others. And the further I step into this role and get brave about the pieces of it that are uncomfortable for me, I shift my way of thinking about it to create more and more opportunities to give the gifts that I know I have to give and that I want to share. And that's what it means to step into full expression. All of that insecurity melts away, and what I'm left with now is this like powerful, jazzy feeling where I'm totally ready to truly connect without fear. So if any of this resonated with you and you want to talk about it some more, there's 100 ways to get in touch with me. You can comment on this video. You can message me through my Facebook business page. You can email me, nicole@nicolenormancoaching.com. You can also visit my website, which if you're watching this live, is under construction right now, but the Work With Me page is completely operational. So yeah, feel free to reach out, and I can't wait to connect.